Hi, delighted to be joined today by Dr. Tristan Robinson, Associate Professor at the Department of Civil, Environmental and Geomatic Engineering Department at UCL. Tristan, lovely to see you again today and chat with you. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about which courses and what year groups benefit from Constructionarium.
So yes, our department's quite a mouthful. We like to shorten it to sort of CEG, and the students who go onto this amazing Constructionarium experience is our BEng and MEng civil engineering students. They do it at the end of year 2, and they spend a week on site building these scaled structures.
Fantastic. And I know that you've been associated with Constructionarium for a long time. How do you integrate it into your programs that you offer the students?
Well, it's actually how we integrate it. It's assessed in the year 3 because it's done over the summer. We want to make sure the students benefit from the nice weather. So it's assessed in year 3. And part of that assessment is they do a prep week at UCL, where we partner up with contractors, Lang & O'Rourke's, and consultants, the Watermans. The Lang & O'Rourke guys act as super contractors in this, giving us advising us how to build it. And Waterman are the agent clients, and they're the ones ensuring that our students build the structures to the engineering specifications. It's completely embedded within our program. They learn all the structures, soils, and construction techniques in class, and this is really an opportunity for them to bring it to life. It's also giving a great opportunity of seeing the financial side of it. So they have the whole scale model. They have got to plan everything. All the scales and prices are scaled accordingly to fit a real life project, but they need to be aware that yes, if they need so many pens, if they want so many tons of concrete, how much that costs a project, and if they order too much concrete and they don't use it, that has a major impact on their project, the financial project. And the clients, the agent clients, are not happy, and they make sure that the students are building it to their specifications and on budget.
Fantastic.
Yes, and as you're saying, we do have a very long history of running Constructionarium. I think we were one of the first groups to universities to partake in that. This was led by our Professor Nick Tyler, who was leading into this, but as all wise professors, he very quickly gave that responsibility to Peter Damone. Peter Damone is a concrete expert, and he was very upset this year that he wasn't. This is the first year in about 15 years he wasn't able to go on site, and he is still very much part of the team, UCL team. He comes and gives his insight to students yearly. The students adore him. His experience and knowledge is amazing in this, and yes, I forget what I'm saying now.
That's fine. I absolutely share your thoughts about Peter. Having been part of Lang & O'Rourke when Constructionarium was introduced, I very much appreciate his wisdom and wise words for when we were running those sessions in early days, and it's really nice to still have that contact with him. So I look forward to seeing him and yourselves back on site next year when we reopen. If you
Peter, but Peter has told me how things have evolved over the years, and I'm glad to say to the better.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think he was telling me it was Peter and the guy from Lang & O'Rourke,
Gil.
Yeah, it was Peter Damone and Gil were reminiscing on the old days, on how it was on site, and it was basically just a mud field. with no huts and no areas for the students to work. But now you have some very nice facilities where you have these teams have these porter cabins, and they can really build a team mentality, and they have this hub that they go to on a daily basis, have their daily morning briefings, have these boards where they have loads of post-it notes left, right and center explaining on what they're doing, and they also use that as a temporary health and safety place. Whenever someone's hurt themselves, they go in there, have a rest, have a cup of tea, and then get back out there and get on with the work. So that, and also we've got a nice shelter now where the students can actually do the form work. They do all the cutting of the form works, and they have this protection, this hub or place together too. And one thing I've been told over the years is the Constructionarium guys and the students have a bit of banter. There's a workshop. There's a store. There's a store, and the students are often sent to stores to request random items, monkey bars, all sorts of things, and yes, so there's a nice banter and chemistry between the Constructionarium team, our contractors, Laing O'Rourke guys that we bring on board, and our students. It's basically in some ways two worlds meeting, but that's what they'll be doing in the future. These two worlds will be meeting, and they need to know and understand how to get on. And this Constructionarium experience gives them a great insight on how that will be done and how that will be done in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. You're spot on in the fact that we've grown over the years. We were fortunate enough to receive some funding and actually extend our site twofold. And so we now have some dedicated areas so we can have more than one university on site at any one time. Where we're based up in North Norfolk, as you know, we're open to all the elements. So those big sheds enable the students to be afforded a bit of protection when they're doing their form working and still fixing. But it is really designed to replicate what it's like on site, as you rightly say, and to prepare students for entering that world of work. One of the things that we're always pleased about is to see the career journeys of students as they move into organisations, and I know that many have gone into Laing O'Rourke and other Watermans and other organisations that support Constructionarium, and that's really good. We love to see the progress of students, and having played a very small part in providing them with some real tangible competency skills that they can use at interview stage. Fantastic. Okay.
I would back that, and I'd like to say that it's a career-changing moment for a lot of our students. Typically, our students come to us with an analytical consultancy background, and that's where they see their career going, sitting in an office on the computer, working away on the design, on the structural analysis of a beam. That's what they've been trained up to until they come on site. And a number of them, after that week of experience there, go, no, consultancy is not for me. Contracting is the only way forward. I want to be on site. I want to be doing this. This is completely my way. And what we do later on in our degree program is that we do a lot of site visits. We send our students onto site visits, and we use our alumni or students to provide this network of site visits. And it's great seeing a number of our students who actually do work on site. Yeah. And they are the dons of that site. They know everybody. They walk around as if they completely own it, and it's just great to see that level of maturity and where they've gone. And it all started on a construction site in Norfolk. Fantastic. And that's brilliant. It's really good.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Tristan, as always, it's lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time today, and really looking forward to welcoming you and the teams back next year. Thanks once again.
Yeah, no, we're definitely looking forward to it, and our students keep asking us, are we back on site next year? Are we back on site? And I always give them the quiet thumbs up, but yes, fingers crossed we'll be back on site next year.
Fantastic. Take care. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.